What is up, wrestling fans? I'm Jack Jaw. We are the Ringside Wranglers, and this is another special edition. We got some news to cover that we think is special. First, to the top, Braun Strowman. You wondering where he's at? The last time we saw him, he was a little throwdown with the GM on Raw. Remember that? Went down, little suspension action came on. Well, he's been out with an injury, and we're trying to figure out when he's coming back. First rumor was he was going to come back for TLC to fight Mr. Drew McIntyre. We've also heard rumors that he may come back and be part of those guys right there. Retribution. All of that would be good. This guy is just too big a force to be on the sidelines for long. Look at that transformation he went through. That's kind of like Punk went through that transformation. Punk's looking like that right there about these days. Look at that big old shift and buff, and that's one bad dude. Looking forward to get Braun Strowman back. I think it would be pretty cool if he comes back part of Retribution. That would be great. Next up, we got to call out people like us, the dirt sheets out there, getting the stories wrong. Looks like we had it wrong with right there Melina, former WWE female star, female champion. She put out there, we were all wrong. We got the whole story wrong. No way was she coming back. She was not coming back, so she shot us all down. So all of the dirt sheets had it wrong. Too bad for us. We thought we needed her back with Charlotte Flair being on the sidelines. All the people that are missing. So right there, we deemed ourselves fake news a couple weeks back. We had it wrong with Melina. Either way, next up, we all know that Thunderdome is moving from the Amway Center in Orlando to the Tropicana Field in St. Pete, Florida, about 1 hour west. So we're excited to see that going on. So right there, look at how big that place is. They're going to be going down live this Friday night, SmackDown. That's going to be December the 11th. So look for that. So we got some news on some of the challenges that they're having. First of all, look at how huge that place is compared to the Amway Center. They're going to have to fill that place up with noise and fan noise and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking some serious partitions are coming. Either way, their production crew has got their work cut out for them to make that. You may be wondering why I've got that bird right there. That actually is a pigeon. It's a known problem that the baseball team, the Tampa Bay Rays, knew they had, but WWE is finding out of this problem. Apparently, bad pigeons in the Tropicana Field. Crazy enough, during baseball games, these pigeons do dive bomb runs at athletes while they're on the field. Stay tuned to that. Could you imagine a pigeon or a bird dive bombing on something going on Raw? I bet you they're going to have some kind of cape or something over the ring or something, because that would be pretty tricky. Can you imagine the wrestler doing this number right here, trying to block the bird or whatever? Either way, so Tropicana Field, it's a beast in itself. They got their works cut up for them with the sound, the space they're going to be covered. Also, we were trying to track, seeing the first mention of when fans will be coming back. There's still no word on any fans coming back in any capacity. I mean, at least with the NFL, they agree each week to have, 10 to 15,000 people there. They got nothing on the radar for Raw or SmackDown or any WWE show. At least AEW puts together, a couple hundred fans, maybe 1,000 fans show up at their shows. But either way, apparently they're making the revenue to support not having fans. I don't know how much longer that's going to go on. But either way, look for them this Friday night, SmackDown at Tropicana, the new venue for Thunderdome. Next up, Vince McMahon. You know what's happening when you get that look from Vince. You know what's coming right after it. You see that, you go, somebody's getting ready to get what? Fired. That's exactly what you know is coming. And right there, back in April, right there, Jack Briscoe, he got fired or let go with the COVID shutdown. Leave it to them. And look, there's his property right there. Anybody recognize that property? That's Briscoe's property right there. Former employee of WWE. Does anybody recognize that area? That's the area where they did the haunted match with Bray Wyatt and your guy, The Fiend, where they wrestled in that water right there. They actually, after they fired Briscoe, they needed him for a favor to use his property. So leave it to Vince. Vince fired him, but Vince needed a favor. And Vince, being the man that he is, we always give him a hard time. Vince flies down from Connecticut, drives in a car after he lands in Orlando, drives an hour or so in a car to see Briscoe to ask him face to face, say, hey, man, sorry we had to let you go. We'd like to use your property. And that's what they did. So, hey, we know we give Vince a hard time all the time. Apparently, he's not that bad of a guy, but he is cutthroat. If you're ready to go, he's going to kick you to the door. Either way, next up, what do we got here? We got a huge spoiler. If anybody watched Winter is Coming, the December 2nd AEW Dynamite show, a lot of stuff went down on that show. They ended the show with a lot of question marks, but everything is leading towards AEW Impact going to marry up. They're going to have some stuff. There you go right there. Kenny Omega, who won the title off of Jon Moxley. Crazy. We saw it. We predicted that a couple weeks ago. Looks like Jon Moxley, because he's going to Japan, it's going to give up the belt for a while. Look for him coming back in January, February, possibly challenge to get it back. But right now, Kenny Omega is the new champ. And there he is. He's going on. He's going to be on Impact this Tuesday night. So you may be wondering, what's next? Why are they going to Impact? What's going to happen with Impact? Is Impact going to send anybody over to AEW? Well, we've got news that they actually may do that. Tony Khan is talking smack. It looks like the Good Brothers. There they are right there. Who are they with right there? They are with the Good Brothers right there. Looks like they could be going against the Young Bucks. So that right there, look for that match to happen. So there's going to be Kenny Omega on Impact, Good Brothers on AEW. That may be coming soon. That'd be kind of crazy. The champs from Impact versus the champs from AEW. Who knows? That may come off pretty good. There you go. Huge match plan. That's what I'm predicting right there. You're actually going to see that. Who wins, how it goes down. It ought to be good. There they are, the Good Brothers. Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Tune in Tuesday night Impact. You're going to see Kenny Omega. Wednesday night, don't be surprised if you see the Good Brothers from Impact on AEW Dynamite. Next up, anybody been wondering where Brodie Lee is? Brodie Lee, he loses the TNT belt to Cody Rhodes, and then he's just disappeared. Well, rumor has it he was injured, which is logical to think that that's where he's at because he hasn't been on TV. But some little nuances with Tony Khan in a recent interview this past week. He says he can't comment on where that is. He's hoping to get him back. Tony Khan, does that look like they're like this? He's the Vince McMahon of AEW. Tony Khan right there. There he is. Either way, he's got a great product. Tony Khan, his little cryptic words were, doesn't know when he'll be back, but he's looking forward to getting him back soon. Carrie Bond with some smiley faces. Thank you very much for tuning in. Next up, we got why the big thing that happened on the show this week on AEW Dynamite right there. Sting shows up. I had predicted it was going to happen a while back, and I'd pretty much given up on it. But being that was a highlight show with the championship, Moxley, Kenny Omega, Sting shows up. Awesome. You may be wondering why Sting shows up. There it is, right there in that match, that Battle Royal match right there. That was awesome. He goes face to face with one of the AEW wrestlers. That was awesome. You may be wondering why now is the time for Sting to show up. Right there. See all that garb, those T-shirts and hats and merchandise. Check this out. They knew what they were thinking. Most shirts sold in a 24-hour period for Sting joining AEW. They knew what they were doing. Christmas is around the corner. They knew to hit that button hard for some big sales. Sting, that's the Icon AEW. That's awesome. Apparently he's got a long-term deal. I don't know what capacity he's going to serve in, but either way, this coming week, there he is right there. Tony Schiavone is going to speak with Sting to get the lowdown. That's going to be this Wednesday night. Tune in, check it out. Either way, we put together these quick stories for our weekly special bulletin. Who knows when we do the special bulletin? As news breaks, we like to put it out there. I'm Jack Jaw. We are the Ringside Wranglers. Got any questions or any feedback you want to give us, reach out to us at ringsidewranglers@gmail.com. Look us up on Facebook, Ringside Wranglers. We also have the YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Jack Jaw. I am out. Have a good day.